and welcome to the Computer Museum. I'm Professor Walter K. Long, director of the museum, and I've noticed that over the past years, there have been many stories told about vampires and about Count Dracula. But there's one story that has never been told. The time that Dracula was in Auburn.
Inspector? I just don't understand, McIntosh. What sort of creature would make such marks? A nasty bit of business. That's what this is, Inspector. Nasty, McIntosh? This body has had every drop of blood sucked from it. You call it nasty? Well, okay, I just thought
okay.
That... For crying out loud, McIntosh. If I don't solve this and quick, I'll be no better off than this stiff.
Come on, Inspector, what do you make of it? I've got to have some ink to go with these picks.
All I can say is a murder's been committed. Nothing more.
Larry! Inspector Lastrad, we've got some news for you.
Girls, please, take it easy and catch your breath. Here, let me hold you up in case you feel faint.
Oh, thank you, Larry. You're always so helpful.
Well, I'm only doing my job. Now, what news do you have for me?
Famous Sherlock Holmes is in Auburn. And his equally famous sidekick, Dr. Watson.
This will be the scoop of the year. Holmes and Lastrad team up to solve the murder of the century.
Just make sure that reads Lastrad in Holmes.
With the corpse well in hand and a hot tip from joggers, the inspector makes the next move.
My dear Dr. Watson, if this game is to be so elementary, why is it that I always end up with the old maid?
Holmes, you should play cards just like you handle an important case. Use every fact at your disposal. Of course, it would help if I didn't cheat.
Ah, I was wondering when you were going to admit it.
You knew it all along?
Indeed. And I also know that the good Inspector Lastrad and his faithful companion, Macintosh, are standing right behind me.
Brilliant, Holmes. Inspector, Officer Macintosh.
Dr. Watson? Sherlock? It's good to see you again. Yes, indeed. But we've got no time for pleasantries.
We understand, Inspector. After reading the report, I'm afraid you'll find no comfort in my theory.
There's never any comfort in my job. I don't expect it. Comfort is for some spare, tired, mush face sitting at a desk pushing number 2 lead.
I'm sorry I brought it up, old boy. But you will find my findings a bit hard to fathom.
For sure.
Phooey. Finish.
Gentlemen, we have a vampire on our hands. And I believe him to be the kingpin of them all, Count Dracula.
Count Dracula here in Auburn? What can we do, Sherlock? Where will he strike next?
His victim was a young female. That's the Dracula M.O., you know.
What are you trying to say, Sherlock?
Well, in this case, she was a young dancer. And for the past 200 years or so, Dracula has had an appetite for young female dancers.
At least we've got something to go on. What are we going to do next? We need a plan.
A plan. My umbrella for a plan.
I've got an idea. You see, there's these two friends of mine, and we could dress them up as dancers.
While the plan is drawn up, the Count waits for no man.
Too sweet.
What?
Your blood. It's too sweet. How old are you?
16.
16. The only age I can't sink my fangs into.
Well, if you're through, I'd like to continue my practice.
I'm through for now, but I'll be back.
Would you mind locking the window on the way out?
She was only 16. Only 16, but I loved her so. But she was too young to fall in love, and I was too young to know.
Now, entering the picture, a third party.
Boy, this is some story, Polly. You see, the Hulk and the She-Hulk are fighting.
That's great, Jimmy. But just let me finish this article on cybernetics.
No, we got the coffee.
You know, Polly, the Hulk is almost as strong as I am.
Coffee. Relax. Leave the pot.
It's on the house.
Good coffee.
Polly, is your coffee still warm?
Well, yes, Jimmy.
Polly, is your donut still fresh?
Yes, Jimmy. Your coffee's cold and my donut's stale.
Air conditioning.
Jimmy Bond, your father would be so proud. You can figure out anything. You're so wonderful.
Gosh, Polly, do you really think so?
Everyone is Jimmy Bond, the hero of Auburn.
Well, just for that, I'll go Dutch with you.
Oh, Jimmy, you're so generous. Oh, before I forget, did you hear that Inspector Lastrad has Sherlock Holmes working on the Dracula case?
I don't understand that. Me, Jimmy Bond, the second greatest secret agent in the world, right here in Auburn, and they asking over-the-hill Holmes for help?
As I always say, there's no accounting for taste.
That's true. Could I have that donut?
Let him try to stop the most vile and wretched creature in the history of bloodlust, bloodthirst.
I guess I'll pass. But Polly, I do feel we should do something, even if they don't want us.
I know. We'll follow Lastrad and Holmes, and when we see a chance where we can help...
We'll make them feel real sorry they never asked Jimmy Bond.
It's the Jimmy Bond we know and love.
Oh, by the way, Polly, would you take care of the check, please? I'm a little short today.
And that's the Jimmy Bond we know and love.
The plot has thickened. Final plans are set.
Sherlock. The inspector is here.
Oh, my dear Inspector. Ladies, Officer McIntosh, what's the latest?
Any information?
Last night at the dance studio, he struck.
Sarsaparilla. That's good sarsaparilla.
Count Dracula?
Yes. The girl was lucky, though. The blood was too sweet.
Too sweet? I don't understand.
Elementary, my dear Watson. She was only 16.
Brilliant, Holmes.
One important thing Dracula said. He told the girl he'd be back.
That's it. We go with your plan, Inspector. Are you girls up to it?
Inspector Lastrad told us what to do.
We've got the cross and walkie-talkie and we're ready to go.
This is awful brave of you girls.
Yes, indeed.
Right.
The inspector has been so nice.
We want to help the inspector any way we can.
That's quite enough, girls. We better get the plan into action.
Watson and I will meet you at the rendezvous in 1 hour. That should give you enough time.
That sounds about right. I'll need some time to get the girls changed and debrief them on their final instructions.
Oh, Inspector, it's so nice of you to help us change.
The inspector has always been so helpful.
I'm only doing my job, girls. It's getting late, so let's hop to it.
I say, Holmes, do you think they're right for the job?
Well, the inspector did say they were perfect.
Unknown to Inspector Lastrad, his every word and move is being monitored.
Lestrade is talking about putting the girls in leotards.
Boy, the inspector sure lives up to his title.
No, Jimmy, it's nothing like that. Those two girls are helping him on the case.
Yeah, sure, Polly. You're a little too innocent sometimes. You know, Lestrade's got other things on his mind.
Wait, Jimmy. They're going to the dance studio. Dance studio. I got it now. Quick, we'll go to the dance studio. We can crack this case before Lestrade.
Polly, what are you talking about? Big deal if those girls are going to take dancing lessons.
Jimmy, get going. I'll explain on the way.
I still don't understand. Sometimes I don't know about you, Polly.
The trap is set with more help than planned.
I've been expecting you, but the inspector never told me what this was all about.
It has to do with the attack on your dancers.
Inspector Lastrad thinks Dracula will strike again.
But this time we're ready for him.
Get in line, girls, and we'll continue.
Lestrade's two girls are here. Just as I thought. They set up a trap for old Bangface.
Now, let's see. That's one more dancer and two more dancers. So that's two more dancers. I better stop. I'm getting to sound like my cousin.
There he is. Now, if I can only get a clear shot.
Polly, what are you doing with a rifle?
Hey, buddy! You're just interrupting my class. Now, if you're here to take lessons, go next door and change.
Change? I haven't changed in 500 years.
Miss Dimple, are you trying to tell me that you're Count Dracula?
It's about time. Now, everybody, feet together and stretch those necks out.
Hey, you girls. But right there, Count. Inspector and Sherlock. Move in.
Inspector Lestrade and Sherlock Holmes. So, they can't stop me. Nothing can stop me.
How about this, Count?
A small T? What's a small T supposed to do?
You're in trouble, Jimmy. It's time to blow his head off.
Polly, I thought you were so innocent.
All right, big breath. Stick your fang into these.
Bullets? Ha! I've got so much lead in me even Superman can't see through me.
What are you doing? You've ruined our trap.
God, this really is Count Dracula. Come on, let's get out of here.
These are special blood bullets. Now give up or I open fire.
Blood bullets? They sound delicious. I could use the snack right now.
Stalling him, Inspector Lestrade. Sherlock should be here any minute.
To save time, put them right here.
You don't understand, Count. The blood in these bullets was donated by the dancers here.
What do you mean? I love blood that's young and fresh. It keeps me fit.
These girls are all 16. Sweet 16.
Sweet 16?
Excuse me. Mary, Sherlock, Dracula just ran down the hall.
Come on, everybody, we've got to catch him.
Dracula will take the flight as soon as he can. We better be quick about it.
Inspector, you'll need some of Polly's blood bullets.
Good water.
It's not all your fault. You still had a chance to capture him, and we didn't.
But you'll get another chance, Inspector. Count Dracula will be back.
Brilliant, Holmes.
And the next time, we'll be ready with Polly's blood bullets.
There's no such thing as blood bullets.
Polly, you were bluffing?
Yes, Jimmy. Jimmy.
He will be back, Inspector.
How can you be so sure?
Why else would the script have him escape? He will return in the sequel.
Brilliant, Holmes. I think you've got something there, Sherlock. Thank you for your assistance. Macintosh?
Oh, Larry. Inspector. Now that the movie is almost over, well, is there any little old thing you'd like us to do?
Due to mature theme and content, the rest of this film cannot be shown at this time.
Okay, cut. Good.